So imagine a high-stakes battlefield where a small yet bold move sends shockwaves across the globe. That's exactly what happened when Ukraine launched a surprise attack that wiped out elite North Korean soldiers stationed in Russia. This audacious strike has intensified the conflict in Eastern Europe, drawing the attention of major global powers, including the United States. But what led to this unexpected move, and what are its broader implications for America? To understand the current situation, we need to look at the broader context of the conflict in Ukraine, which has been marked by years of tension, military engagements, and political maneuvering. Ukraine's struggle against Russian aggression has been a focal point of international concern, with various nations, especially the United States, weighing in. As we delve deeper, we will explore the historical background that has shaped the current conflict, examine the motivations behind Ukraine's daring move, and consider the potential repercussions on a global scale, particularly for the United States. To fully grasp the significance of Ukraine's recent actions, we need to contextualize them within the broader scope of international conflicts and their implications for American interests. Historically, the Middle East has been a hotspot for geopolitical tensions, with Israel and Iran often at the center of these disputes. Decades of hostility have shaped the region's political landscape, influencing conflicts far beyond their borders, including those involving American allies and interests. The Middle East conflict, particularly the struggle between Israel and Iran, provides a backdrop to understanding the dynamics at play in Ukraine. Israel's security concerns often involve Iran's proxies like Hezbollah, which have been active in various regional conflicts. These proxy wars are part of a larger power struggle between Iran and its adversaries, with each side leveraging its allies to exert influence, directly impacting American foreign policy and military strategy. Her strike on Netanyahu must signal Iran proxies not incapacitated, expert says. This event, seen as a warning rather than an assassination attempt, underscores the ongoing volatility in the region. Israeli military actions have resulted in casualties, further fueling the cycle of retaliation, which the United States must navigate carefully due to its alliances and interests in the region. The 2006 Lebanon war between Israel and Hezbollah is a prime example of how these conflicts can escalate quickly. Supported by Iran, Hezbollah's activities have significant implications for regional stability and American interests. So this proxy battle is a microcosm of the larger geopolitical chess game, where actions in one part of the world reverberate globally, affecting American foreign policy and military deployments. Understanding these historical tensions helps us see how Ukraine's actions fit into a broader pattern of strategic maneuvers that impact American interests. The involvement of North Korean soldiers in Russia adds another layer of complexity linking Eastern European and Middle Eastern conflicts. This interconnectedness highlights the global nature of modern warfare, where local battles have international repercussions, particularly for the United States and its national security. Ukraine's recent attack on North Korean soldiers stationed in Russia has sent shockwaves through the international community and raised critical questions for American policymakers. This bold move by Ukraine raises several critical questions about the strategic motivations and potential repercussions of such an action, particularly for the United States. Firstly, why were North Korean soldiers in Russia? Reports suggest that North Korea has been quietly supporting Russia's military efforts, providing elite troops to bolster Russian defenses. This clandestine alliance underscores the complexity of global alliances and the lengths to which nations will go to support their allies, posing a direct challenge to American interests in maintaining global stability. The elimination of these soldiers by Ukrainian forces is not just a tactical victory but a significant psychological blow to Russia. It demonstrates Ukraine's capability and willingness to target high-value assets, even those under the protection of a powerful ally like Russia. For the United States, this indicates a shift in the dynamics of the conflict, potentially necessitating a reassessment of American military and diplomatic strategies in the region. Furthermore, this incident has broader implications for North Korea's international standing. North Korea's involvement in the conflict, albeit indirectly, places it at odds with Western nations, particularly the United States, which supports Ukraine. This could lead to increased sanctions and diplomatic isolation for North Korea, aligning with American efforts to curb North Korean aggression and nuclear ambitions. The timing of this attack is also noteworthy. It comes at a moment when Russia is facing internal challenges and external pressures from ongoing sanctions. Ukraine's strike adds to the pressure on Russia, potentially forcing it to divert resources and attention to deal with this new threat. For the United States, this could mean an opportunity to strengthen its alliances and increase support for Ukraine, reinforcing its commitment to countering Russian aggression. Summary: Ukraine's framed surprise attack on North Korean soldiers in Russia is a strategic masterstroke that highlights the interconnectedness of global conflicts and their implications for American interests. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of warfare and the far-reaching consequences of seemingly isolated events, emphasizing the need for a robust and adaptive American foreign policy. To understand the full impact of Ukraine's actions, we must consider the broader geopolitical context and its implications for American interests. This section explores the interconnected nature of modern conflicts and how actions in one region can reverberate globally, affecting the United States directly. The Middle East conflict between Israel and Iran provides a useful parallel to the Ukraine-Russia situation, particularly from an American perspective. Both conflicts involve proxy battles, where powerful nations support local groups to advance their strategic interests. So in the Middle East, Iran supports groups like Hezbollah to challenge Israeli influence, while in Eastern Europe, Russia supports separatist movements in Ukraine. The United States, with its significant investments and strategic alliances in both regions, must navigate these complexities carefully. A recent drone strike on Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's home, attributed to Iranian proxies, highlights the ongoing volatility in the region. This event serves as a warning to Israel and its allies, including the United States, that Iran's influence remains strong despite recent setbacks. Similarly, Ukraine's strike on North Korean soldiers signals to Russia that its alliances and defenses are vulnerable, a message that resonates with American strategic interests. The strategic use of proxies allows nations to exert influence without direct confrontation, complicating international diplomacy and American foreign policy. This approach blurs the lines between state and non-state actors, creating challenges for the United States in responding effectively. In the case of Ukraine, targeting North Korean soldiers in Russia sends a clear message that Ukraine is willing to challenge not just Russia, but its allies as well, aligning with American efforts to counter Russian influence. This interconnectedness of conflicts is further illustrated by the global response to these events. International reactions to Ukraine's strike and the drone attack on Netanyahu's home reveal the intricate web of alliances and rivalries that define modern geopolitics. Western nations, including the United States, have condemned North Korea's involvement in the Ukraine conflict, while also voicing support for Israel's right to defend itself against Iranian proxies. In conclusion, the Ukraine conflict and the Middle East tensions are part of a larger pattern of strategic maneuvering by global powers, with significant implications for American interests. Understanding these connections is crucial to grasping the full significance of Ukraine's recent actions and their potential repercussions for the United States. This highlights the importance of a nuanced and flexible American foreign policy that can adapt to the rapidly changing global landscape. To provide a comprehensive understanding of the recent developments, this section features insights from military experts and analysts, focusing on the implications for American interests. Their perspectives offer valuable context and predictions for the future, particularly in terms of American foreign policy and national security. Military experts agree that Ukraine's attack on North Korean soldiers is a game-changer with significant implications for American interests. This move demonstrates Ukraine's increasing confidence and capability to strike high-value targets, which could influence American military and diplomatic strategies in the region. Analysts believe that this strike could have several long-term implications for the United States. Firstly, it may force Russia to reconsider its reliance on foreign troops, potentially weakening its military operations in Ukraine. This could provide an opportunity for the United States to bolster its support for Ukraine, reinforcing its commitment to countering Russian aggression and upending democratic movements. Secondly, North Korea may face international backlash for its involvement, leading to increased isolation and economic sanctions. This aligns with American efforts to pressure North Korea into abandoning its nuclear ambitions and reducing its aggressive posturing. Another key point raised by experts is the psychological impact of this attack. By targeting elite North Korean soldiers, Ukraine has delivered a symbolic blow to both Russia and North Korea. This action could demoralize Russian forces and undermine their confidence in their allies' support, creating strategic advantages for the United States and its allies. By looking ahead, experts predict that this incident will escalate tensions in the region, with significant implications for American national security. Russia is likely to respond with increased aggression, potentially targeting Ukrainian assets or allies in retaliation. This could lead to a dangerous cycle of escalation, drawing in more nations and complicating efforts for a peaceful resolution, challenging American diplomatic beats. So in summary, the expert analysis underscores the significance of Ukraine's recent strike and its potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape, with direct implications for American interests. So by understanding these expert perspectives, we gain a deeper insight into the complex dynamics at play and the potential future developments in this ongoing conflict, emphasizing the need for a robust and adaptive American foreign policy. As we have seen, Ukraine's recent surprise attack on North Korean soldiers stationed in Russia is a significant development with far-reaching implications, particularly for the United States. So this bold move not only disrupts Russia's military strategy, but also sends a strong message to its allies and adversaries alike, impacting American geopolitical interests and national security. Throughout this video, we have explored the historical context that frames this conflict, drawing parallels with ongoing tensions in the Middle East and their implications for American foreign policy. We have examined the broader geopolitical implications, highlighting the interconnected nature of modern conflicts and their impact on American interests. Expert opinions have provided valuable insights into the potential future developments and the strategic challenges that lie ahead for the United States. In conclusion, Ukraine's actions reflect a broader trend of proxy warfare and strategic maneuvering that has significant implications for the global balance of power. For the United States, this means navigating a complex web of alliances and rivalries, adapting its foreign policy to respond to rapidly changing dynamics, and maintaining a strong commitment to supporting its allies and defending its interests. As we move forward, it is crucial for American policymakers to closely monitor these developments and adjust their strategies accordingly. The interconnectedness of modern conflicts underscores the importance of a nuanced and flexible approach to foreign policy, one that can effectively address the challenges posed by an increasingly volatile global landscape. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth coverage of international affairs and their implications for the United States.